Because you're using your hands.
Yes.
And you will do like this.
I like that. Okay, you do like this and you do like that.
Hello, good morning!
Good day everyone! So welcome in our video, and this time we would like to tell something about you. It includes the precautions that to be taken about the sports injury and on how you can reduce the risk of getting sports injuries. For those who are active there in sports, this video is for you. So before we start, any idea about our topic, Miss Glyza?
For me, my idea about that is we will discuss about warm up and stretching.
How about you, Miss Luella?
I think it's all about the precautions in engaging some sports.
Before entering such activity
Yes.
like that. How about you, Miss Alex?
I think we will discuss about how to avoid the injury in sports.
Okay. So let's start, guys. Let me read this article for you. All sports have a risk of injury. Yeah, it is really true. Fortunately, for the vast majority of youth, the benefits of sports participation outweigh the risk. In general, the more contact in a sport, the greater risk of a traumatic injury you will get. Syempre. However, most injuries in young athletes are due to overuse. So, let's start officially our tips. Tip number 1, to what precautions are to be taken to avoid sports injury? First, wear the right gear. So, according here, players should wear appropriate and properly fit protective equipment such as pads, neck, shoulder, elbow, chest, knee, shin, helmets, mouthpieces, face guards, protective cups, and eyewear. So everybody needs to wear these kind of things.
Yes.
Because it helps them, our fellow little Einsteins who are engaging in sports, to avoid the sudden sports injury that they might take. So what can you say about that, Miss Alex, on wearing the right gear in every sports?
Well, I think it's really appropriate and necessary to wear appropriate equipment or gear
Yeah.
para in order to reduce the accident and incidents in sports.
That might happen
Yes.
in engaging sports. Then, the next one is increase flexibility. Stretching exercises after games or practice can increase flexibility. Stretching should also be incorporated into a daily fitness plan. We need to increase our flexibility
Yes.
because if our body engaged in that very, very active kind of sports things, that it will use the energy and effort of our body. So, are you into sports before, Miss Glyza? How about you, Miss Luella?
Yes.
What sports particularly?
Track and field.
Track and field. So, do you encounter any activities that you need to be more flexible?
Yes.
Like-
Especially like throwing.
Throw the
Kanaan itong bangkaw good.
spear.
Dili. Throwing mo gud siya limot mo sa pangalan
Throwing ball.
Dili napod siya throwing ball. You need to have a flexible because you're using your hands.
Yes.
And you will do like this.
I like that. Okay, you do like this and you do like that. So you need to be more flexible, right?
Yes.
Because it helps our body to avoid the stress that our little Einsteiners would get if they will not take this kind of activities. Next here is take breaks. Break is really important, not on relationships but on sports.
Never thought that I would lose your love. Can't imagine what could ruin us.
Sarado.
Rest periods during practice and games can reduce injuries and prevent heat illness. So what can you say, Miss Glyza, about taking breaks in sports?
Of course, it is important to take breaks in sports because if you, as an athlete, you need to take a rest for a while so that avoid stress in your muscles.
Yes. So that is for that is for the precautions that needs to be taken to avoid sports injuries. Next, let's go for the next topic. How can you reduce the risk of injury in sports? And this is all about tips on reducing, on getting such kind of injuries. Like just a rest,
Yeah, I just take a rest.
water and pray. Rest, water and pray. So that is
Holy
really
water.
important also. Praying is really important, guys. Okay, so first tip about that, get a pre-season physical. About here, a pre-season or back-to-back physical is a great way to determine if your young athlete is fit to play. It is like the screening before joining a game, such particular game like an audition. It is like what can you call that? Prelim examination for the aspiring young ones before playing such kind of sport. So Miss Glyza, for you, what is the importance of this kind of evaluation to aspiring young ones?
It is important because before we engage in activity, we must know if our body is fit in that sport so that we will know
Since if we will know if the aspiring young ones are able to play
or join.
to join the specific kind of sports. Yes. So next is provide healthy and well-balanced diet. Diet is really important. Good food to be taken in your body because our body is our foundation.
Yes.
Right? It is really important. So for you, Miss Lovella, what is the importance of the well-balanced diet?
For me, if you are an athlete or a player, you must be a healthy person, and of course you have to balance your diet. And of course it is important because as an athlete you have to balance the food that you are eating.
What is your favorite vegetable?
For me is
I guess okra.
okra.
Familiar? Familiar? Okra? How about you, Miss Potato?
Potato. You know,
And
French fries.
Facts. About the facts. Miss Alex has a fact about...
Trivia. Did you know that French fries can reduce
reduce. Yeah.
reduce the 7 seconds of your life?
Every stick, right?
Yes.
Every stick.
Because of its oil that
Yeah. And then if you imagine you have like 50 sticks of French fries eating on a one-day meal, you have how many seconds that lose in your life? Like 751, 350 seconds, guys.
Oh my god.
Like it is, oh my god. Yeah. So next, emphasize hydration. Water is really important. That according to experts, our body composes of how many percent, Miss Alex? 70%. Our body is composed of 70% water that helps to like this. I'm so hung. I need water. Like we need to function our body. We need water in our body, right? So how many glasses you can take in one day?
5.
5! Oh my god, but we need
8 glasses
at
a
least
day.
8 glasses a day, guys. How about you, Miss Luella?
5 or 6.
5 or 6? So, how about you, Miss Alex?
I think about 5 or low.
5 or no? I'm proud to say that I am really addicted to water. I don't know why. But I think it is really part of the research that men more composes of water. Men consumes more water than women. Yeah. It's familiar in research study to be really good, to be feel good, and to do the best of their lives, of their sports activity. So it will end there. Is Liza?
Always remember that health is wealth.
So guys, thank you for watching in this video. We would like to say thank you to everyone who clicked in this video. Please like and share. So thank you guys. Remember, health is wealth. Health is very important. And we'll see you guys on the next video. If we have again.
Another
Another, ano. Thank you guys. Thank you, Real Einsteins. Bye!